And you know, is the man still here? I don't think so, right? We burst into the gym where all the noise came from, but there's no one's here. Instead, we see a huge wall of stacked chairs. They're twisted and intertwined everywhere on the open floor of the gym, from a huge tower that reaches almost to the ceiling.
What is this? Who'd go to all this trouble?
The girl stares up at the chair, seemingly dumbfounded. Suddenly, the monitor in the gym flickers to life. And, as I expected, Teddy appears again in that costume.
Oh, are you on a hot date, Sensei? Well, that's fine with me, of course. But shouldn't you keep your mind on the fighting? Wow, you look so mortified! That's the face I was hoping to see!
He's not saying anything completely straight, but he's obviously hinting that he knows some worry about Nanako. I know that saving Nanako is important, but I can't leave Miss President here alone and bonding her to the school leader. Still, I feel Teddy word causing me to doubt myself. Miss President raised her voice.
Hey, you! You're the ringleader of this mess, aren't you? What's the idea? Raising a ruckus like this without running it by the student council? Pack it in and clean all this up already.
He speaks as fast and clearly as he had when I first met her. After getting a clear look of her, I feel like I've come to realize where she gets her courage from. It truly wishes to protect her school. A strong awareness of her duty is suppressing her fear. Teddy's on a man that looks nigh and sneer at Miss President. It's incredibly detestable. Can't believe that Teddy can even make such a malicious expression.
That tiny thing! I'm in the middle of an important conversation with Sensei! A yappy little mutt like you should be muzzled and sit in the corner! Sit, puppy! Sit!
He has absolutely no intent of dealing with her seriously. His president turns bright red in humiliation for being brought up like that. This is enough. I take a step forward to put myself between the monitor and Miss President. Just let it go. If this to me, maybe? Yeah, leave this to me.
I'll take it from here. It's alright. There's nothing to worry about.
Shredded lips are trembling. She must be angry that there's nothing she can do herself. I don't want to let this feeling continue, so I turn to face the Teddy on the monitor.
That was pretty harsh, Teddy. Hard to believe a womanizer like you would say such things.
What's so attractive about a shameless liar like her?
Liar? You know something about her?
The way he said that makes it sound as if there's some history between the two of them. But as usual, he doesn't bother to give any detail in his answer.
Come on, Sensei! Your opponent's getting tired of waiting for you! With the next challenger, come on down!
After that line, another cloud of smoke rises from the floor. This time, it is Yukiko who appears.
Oh, thank goodness you're safe. What's the matter?
It's nothing. Are you alright? Has anything odd happened to you?
Odd? No, I don't think so.
Yukiko seems warm to see me in a defensive posture. I feel my shoulder relax in relief as I save my way to stand normally. It seems that she hasn't been affected like Yusuke had. I didn't think I'd been that tense though. Note that the Yukiko remember, she had stopped as always, exactly where we need her. But she's not being confused and I can immediately ask for her help. Try to explain what I need from her.
Nanako might be in here. I'm heading to the announcement room where Teddy is. I need you to protect this girl for me. She might be a victim of all this.
I motion toward Miss President standing next to me. Yukiko looks at me in surprise. I don't blame her though. But what Yukiko said next was even more surprising.
Why do I have to do that? It's not like I know her or anything.
Not going to help her because I don't know her? That really what she's saying? And understand that she might be cautious with meeting someone for the first time, but would Yukiko really think that way? Got to be the same as with Yosuke. The same uncanny sense of wrongness is coming back to me when I hear Yukiko speak.
Yukiko, not you too. Calm down and listen to me. Can you understand what I'm saying?
Huh? What are you saying all of a sudden? I can hear you clearly. What did you mean by you too?
When I try to question her, Yukiko's expression returned to normal. I can't tell anymore. She doesn't look like she's being controlled by someone. Am I overthinking this too much? At the very least, he doesn't seem enthusiastic about the P-1 Grand Prix.
It's probably a trick the enemy is playing on us. They're trying to get us to fight each other. I'll say it one more time, Yukiko. I'd like you to protect this girl for me.
Sorry, but I don't know how to put this. It just feels like you're being really selfish. You always help people who have nothing to do with you, and I admire that. But where does that leave us? It's always your friends who get put in danger because of your self-centeredness.
I'm used to hearing her voice, but her words are catching. I'm convinced now. There's no obvious change in her attitude like there had been with Yosuke, but something must be warping Yukiko's words too. Her words may seem like a sound argument, but she meant something else. I don't care if someone who isn't related to me gets hurt. That's definitely not something Yukiko would say. A real Yukiko would never say something like disrespect the value of life that way. Don't be deluded. Whatever happened to Yosuke is happening to Yukiko too. I don't understand the details. But Yukiko hadn't been a complete change of heart.
Yukiko.
What the? Yuka?
When I draw my sword, Miss President quickly tried to stop me. But I can't answer her right now. In a battle will clear up this pointless misunderstanding between us, and the time to fight is now.
Ooh, now that's our senpai. You'll show no mercy, not even to a girl if it's for your own goals. You're a real bastard with a sister complex. Keep it up and bring them all down.
I ignore the towns being delivered and Rise's voice. Even if our words aren't getting through to each other and we have to fight without understanding what's going on, we'll come to an understanding later. I have to believe, both myself and my friends. I hold my sword at the side to protect Miss President, who is standing behind me.
Sorry, but you need to stay back. Whatever you see here, try to stay calm. Promise me you won't run away.
What happened next will probably surprise her greatly, but I doubt Miss President will run away. She's already shown me how strong her determination is. I glance at her over my shoulder. Although she looks worried, she still gives me a slight nod of agreement. Now, time to do this. I must end this end quickly as possible.
Persona!
I concentrate all my sense to summon the string of heart. My persona is Izanagi. If I allow myself to go easy on Yukiko, she will certainly defeat me. Yukiko smiled fondly and take her battle stance. She resists the idea of protecting Miss President, but she seems to have no qualm whatsoever by fighting me. There's definitely something else controlling her.
Konohana Sakuya.
Yukiko's black hair forms graceful arc in the air as a persona. Konohana Sakuya rides behind her. That's right, the usual Yukiko should have a beautiful heart like this. Wait for me. I will save you. Okay guys, kind of mess up. To trigger a special ending, I need to do choose all first decision or first choice, so just let it go.
Leave this to me.
Okay. Narukami versus Yukiko Amagi.
Yukiko-senpai and her fans are taking the stage!
Wow, it's so slow! Wait. Sorry about that, guys.
Turning into a very one-sided battle!
This is a...
Izunari! No!
The shoe's on the other foot now! One side has a solid defense who's been shattered! Looks like they're
I'm just mashing button there. I don't know what to press.
Oh, that's a fierce attack! Maybe a round of applause for both sides!
Yeah, this one is story, man. Sorry about the bad gameplay.
The winner is you, Senpai! What an utter thrashing!
I love all this animosity!
What animosity?
Self-righteous friends showing how they really feel by beating the crap out of each other. That's the real thrill of the P-1 Grand Prix!
I don't care to hear any more Teddy jests. Still have reservation about fighting against my friend, but I now know that there is no better way to save them. But I know now that there is no other way to save them. I'm resolved to do what must be done. Also, there's no knowing if Teddy and Risa have been affected just like Yusuke and Yukiko had. If they are, then there's no use in trying to talk to them through the monitor like this. That's the conclusion I've come to. But Miss President seems to have other ideas.
How much further are you gonna push this? Why are you doing it anyway? These guys are friends! What's so much fun about making friends fight each other?
Miss President found her frustration at Teddy's image on the monitor. But I was a bit surprised at how she worded it. It seems more upset that he was making friends fight each other. Not why he had dragged the entire school into this mess. If only just mad, but she clearly sympathized with us and understands the pain we're going through. I'm embarrassed, but proud at the same time. A girl with such compassion would be a great student council president. It's no wonder she was elected to represent the study body of Yasogami High.
It's alright. Thanks, though.
It's not alright! This is...
What? It's the World Cup and she laughs out at me, perhaps her heart's a little too honest. But her anger set my mind at ease. She's right. What General Teddy is doing right now cannot be forgiven. I glare at the monitor.
Sorry, but you're not getting your wish.
What?
Did you think this would be all it took to break us apart? That it would make us hate each other? Sorry to say, but that's a huge mistake on your part. I believe in my friends. They'll never get taken in like that.
You're so stupid! What kind of sensei are you?
I'm warning you now. If you really are Teddy, then we'll get you back to normal no matter what it takes. Even if it costs us our lives. But if you're an imposter, hiding behind Teddy's face, I will make you pay for toying with us.
Teddy's cough and turned around. The monitor suddenly switched off. Suddenly turning on us without any sign of remorse. That's not like Teddy at all. No, you're most likely not the real Teddy. Seeing the anger in his face only strengthened my suspicions. Someone must be faking Teddy's form to make it look like he's the one committing this act.
That girl's come around.
I immediately rushed to Yukiko's side. Are you alright? Remember, only first choice.
Yukiko, are you alright? I'm sorry I couldn't go easy on you.
No, it's okay. You weren't your usual self, but I could tell by your eyes that there was something going on. I'm sorry too. Did I hurt you?
Kinda, yeah. I sure wouldn't want to get into it with you again.
I tried to pass it off as a joke and we look at each other and laugh. Things are going the same way as they had with Yosuke. It's becoming clear now.
Hey, did I say things that offended you earlier?
Yes. You did.
Yukiko hesitated, asked if even remembering it was a difficult experience. What in the world did my illusion say to her? I bet it was something horrible. Whoever doing this is certainly finding the most annoying way of getting us to fight. But what I supposedly say to her doesn't matter. Yukiko is still hesitant to bring it up, so I tell her not to worry about it.
I don't need to know what I said. I just wanted to see if my guess was right. It looks like our enemy has the power to confuse our senses. My first opponent was Yosuke, and he told me a similar story after we fought.
You said something bad to Yosuke-kun too? What did you tell him?
No need to answer that.
You sure you want to know?
I'm the only one admitting to what happened. That's not fair, is it? But that curiosity is in line with the Yukiko I know. I evade the issue with a smile and call out to Miss President, who's standing behind us.
What kind of people are you?
Hey, chill, okay?
Oh, right. We used our personas.
Yeah, we should at least explain to her what's going on.
She did see everything that has just happened. This would be a good opportunity to tell her everything. I introduced Miss President and Yukiko to each other and fill in the part that I had left out my first explanation. I tell her about the personas. I tell her that we're actually in a world inside the television. And I tell her how the scenery has changed according to the heart of the people who answers it. It looks doubtful while I'm talking, but considering that she just seen on Persona only a moment ago, she doesn't immediately deny it. Still, it seemed that she can't accept it all either. She crossed her arms as if lost in thought. On the other hand, it seemed that Yukiko didn't know that Yasogami Haige had a new student council president either. Yukiko apologized for not having paid attention to the election in April.
That's it in a nutshell.
So, that's what you meant by falling into a TV.
Yeah, which makes me believe this school could be a part of your mind that's materialized.
This school came from me? That's a lot to swallow. I'm not surprised. Why is it different this time around, though? Usually the victim's shadow appears first.
That's right, I have doubt about that too. There's a reason why it's dangerous for people who can use their persona to enter this world. Besides, the obvious reasons such as not being able to escape and being unable to protect themselves from shadow. A person's shadow is separate from them. The shadow that split off are strongly attached to the original people they came from and will try to harm them to try to become independent identities. I hadn't given it much thought since Miss President seems so energetic, but it's still possible that this has happened to her as well. I put this together with the conversation I had with Teddy a moment ago and come to a conclusion.
Teddy who's hosting this tournament. What if he's actually Mitsuru's shadow?
Huh?
I noticed he got agitated when I called him an imposter. A fake Teddy would mean he's someone else using Teddy's form.
I see. If this place reflects Miss President's heart, her shadow must be here. And right now, the strongest candidate is...
Teddy. That's right. If we both saw an illusion, then at the very least the enemy has the power to delude our sense, having us see and hear things that aren't there. On top of that, it can alter what others hear us say and see us do. If it can do that, then I can easily see that our enemy can use the power to change its appearance. That means it could be impersonating Teddy and leading this tournament. That still leaves the question as to why it would take on the appearance of someone it doesn't know. I've seen Shadow in the past that took on bizarre appearance, but this is the first time I've seen one impersonate an existing person. Does this shadow have some kind of objective? When I come to my sense, I see that Miss President has turned pale and is staring down at the ground. All this talk of Shadow and another wolf doesn't seem to be reaching her, but she seems troubled at the thought that she might be causing all this trouble. I'm about to tell her that the action of her shadow aren't her fault. The Miss President rises to her feet.
I'm gonna check out the announcement room. That General Teddy's behind the whole shebang, right? And if he came from me, then I gotta own up to the responsibility. As student body president, I can't let this go.
Wait, you're being reckless. We'll take care of the shadow. You need to...
What? Get out of this TV world? And how am I supposed to do that? Go on. Show me the door.
Show me the door.
Well...
Her eyes are filled with the fire of determination, just as they had been when I first met her. The sense of responsibility and her awareness of duty says that she will never back down.
Your little cousin's in the announcement room, and you're gonna go save her, right? I might not be as strong as the two of you, but I'm no slouch in a fight. Wouldn't it be better if we went together?
Dada.
No, don't you understand? This world is...
I know it's dangerous, but there's gotta be something only I can do to help. Hell, that aside, I can't leave after causing so much trouble. Friends fight each other. I'm going on ahead. You don't want to waste time arguing, yeah?
The president declared this in a voice that brooks no argument, and Jacob's running. Yikes, I wasn't expecting her to behave rostly like this. I remember how fast she can run. If I'm going to go after her, I need to go at once, or I'll lose her.
Please, you have to go after her.
Yukiko sees me hesitate and knew exactly what to say. It's right. There's so much we don't understand, but there's no way the investigation team can let a victim run off to die. Yukiko ignores the fact that I've been leaving her alone and tell me to follow a girl whom she only just met. This is the exact opposite of the behavior she'd been displaying before the fight. Now that is the Yukiko Amagi I know. I'm ashamed that I hadn't even slightly let myself be confused by the way I had heard her speak before, and I answer her. I'll come back for you, no matter what. First choice, remember.
I believe in you.
Yukiko nods to me, and I turn to begin running as fast as I can. I have to rely on the faint echo of footsteps I had to pursue Miss President through the school. I can't use my memories of the school in order to navigate because the invisible walls are everywhere. But the announcement room is upstairs. That obviously limits the path that she can take. I will catch up with her no matter what. I've been running after Miss President for a while, but I still can't catch sight of her. It's so fast, it's almost supernatural. I even begin to think that her paths may not be hindered by the invisible walls. Wait a second. Now that I think about it, she's not a participant of the P-1 Grand Prix. She didn't appear in the introduction video, and even though she'd been there when I faced off with Yukiko, she wasn't affected by the rules. Would she be able to walk through these walls? If so, then catching up to her will be quite difficult. Just as I'm thinking this, suddenly a blue door appears in my path. I've seen this before. It's the entrance to the Velvet Room. I don't have time to deal with this, or so I think. But when I consider the timing of its appearance, I can't help but feel that there must be a reason for it. Make up my mind and reach for the door. As I walk through the door, I feel a slight sense of lightheadedness, and I close my eyes reflexively. When I open my eyes, I'm seated in my usual position, and Margaret is smiling quietly at me, as if nothing is different. When she sees that I've noticed her, she speaks as if aware of my impatience.
You seem flustered, but time has no meaning here.
Margaret politely points this out, knowing that I'm in a hurry. Time is meaningless, huh? I thought I had figured out a few things about this room, but it seemed that there's still more for me to learn about it. If time doesn't pass while I'm in this room, then I should concentrate on what it's about to tell me. Once again, asks if reading my talk, Margaret smiles.
It seems you've emerged victorious and have come away with a piece of the truth. Though you are in a garden of deceit, you have the vision to go forward. Very impressive.
Is that student council president's shadow really the cause of all this then?
Who can say? All I know is that you are getting ever closer to the truth. There is one thing I can tell you.
Margaret's golden eyes are fixed on mine.
If that girl's shadow is the cause of this misfortune, she will face her trial. But it's separate from your fate. You have your own trial to overcome. Keep that to heart.
My own trial?
I didn't mean to, but I repeat what Margaret has to say.
Everyone sees various things in you that draw them to you. Salvation, hope. I myself find fascination in watching over you. Fate may not be the author of your trials, but you are destined to be tested.
Margaret smiles mischievously and nods toward me. Another slight feeling of lightheadedness passed, and I returned to the other worldly school. The blue door is nowhere to be found, as if it had never been there to begin with. I look up. I still don't understand what my own trial is supposed to be, but for some reason, my mind has cleared up a bit.